The film of Cajafol had a very wide range of reaction. You should read Vincent Canby's review in the New York Times. It is vitriolic. It is clear that a chord in Canby has been touched. He's complaining about its cliches and its bad jokes and its crudeness, but clearly what's upsetting him is its acceptance of a homosexual couple. He was rare in this violent reaction of the press. Most of the critics or reviewers either said, as Variety did, it's a harmless little comedy, or they barely talked about it. The gay press, on the other hand, tended to be indignant for other reasons. They felt that it was a kind of libel, that it was a very offensive caricature by people who didn't know what they were talking about. Its heart might be in the right place, but it was perpetuating stereotypes. The general public adored it. I can remember the audiences around me just falling off their seats with laughter. One of the reasons was everything seemed fresh to them. They had no idea. It was like watching a comic National Geographic special for most of the audience. A world they had no concept of whatsoever, and they could find points in which they could connect. And the fact that the comedy is constructed so conventionally, so that they were very comfortable with the story, all came together to make it a huge box office hit. I think what you have to do is look at the distance between two cross-dressing farces, Some Like It Hot and La Cage aux Folles. Some Like It Hot is a great American comedy, but its basic premise is a very old-fashioned one of Charlie's Aunt. Two guys have to dress up as girls because of some imminent danger or some plot device. They don't necessarily want to do it. They aren't reveling in it until eventually, and this is what's interesting about that movie, Jack Lemmon begins to take on the role of the transvestite and enjoy it. But despite that wonderful wrinkle, the movie still remains very much in the old tradition of why do men have to dress up as women? Cage aux Folles starts from a totally different premise, that there is a man who really enjoys dressing up as a woman, and not only is he not some kind of monster, but he's in a loving relationship. And there is a family group of some sort. They still have to pretend. He pretends to be the mother. And in an older comedy, he would only have dressed up in drag at that moment. But nevertheless, we've broken through. And the film, even though it trails all kinds of detritus of cliches and caricatures and stereotypes, the characters, for all of their outrageousness, have a relationship. And it's a relationship which actually touches the outside world.